Year 7, Mr. Tapley here for your first lesson of Year 7 Geography in Term 4. So this term we're looking at geography. Well done to everyone who completed the History CAT last term. I've uploaded the results to Compass. I've uploaded some feedback as well. If you have questions about that, please let me know. But we're moving on to our next and final topic for 2020. It's been a long year, which is geography. So we're looking at where we are on the planet, why we are there, and how our environment impacts our lives. So our learning intention this lesson, just a little introduction. We're looking at developing our understanding of our Term 4 unit outline. So what are we looking at this term? And the definition of geography. So what does that word actually mean? Success criteria is to outline the key topics covered in our geography curriculum and understand the meaning of geography. I should point out that this presentation is obviously different to the history presentation from last term. So make sure you are in the Term 4 resources. So I've made a note of it in the lesson plan. But you can access this stuff via Compass. So you can see we've got Term 2 and 3 for history, Term 4 for geography, the class slides, textbook, and same with Google Classroom. I've made a little geography resources tab, geography assignments tab. The only thing you should also take note of is that you're using the same digital notebook for geography that you used in history. I know that I made a separate one for Term 2 economics and for Term 3 history. That made a few problems, a few technical issues that I found difficult and students found difficult. So it's just easier to, I think, keep using the notebook that we had last term. So you can just click on that link there. That'll take you to your notebook from Term 3, same notebook that you'll be using for geography. So that's where we'll be putting textbook questions, class slide activities, etc., etc. So now that we know where everything is and what we are doing, let's outline Term 4. So I know not everyone will be happy that we're back at remote learning for Term 4. Hopefully we get onto site at some point this term, but for the time being, we'll continue with these video lectures. I'll put all the instructions on Compass. Most of the activities will be completed in Google Classroom, but I'll try and upload everything to Compass as well. But if you have questions or concerns, again, please let me know. End of the year, I'm hoping that we can finish strong. People who have done well throughout the year definitely want to finish strong, carry that momentum into Year 8, 2021. I know it sounds like it's very far away, but we've only got one term, and it's a short term as well. Term 4 is very short. We've only got 7 weeks of content, which sounds long, but history was like 12 weeks, I think. So anyway, yeah, hopefully at some point we get onto the actual school site to see each other's faces again. But for those of you that struggled during Term 2 or 3 or both remote learning, Term 4 will be an opportunity for you guys to start fresh, start new, see if you can get some momentum going into Term 4 geography curriculum. So the focus of Term 4 is livability. So that's the word you're going to be hearing a lot of this term. And livability refers to the different human and environmental factors that impact, for positive or negative, our quality of life. So basically what impacts our ability to live. In week 1, we'll be looking at the definition of geography. So just a little introduction. I'll be introducing some skills that we use in geography that are called geospatial skills, fancy word, and talking about the environment. Week 2, we'll be going into livability in more detail, so our first major topic, looking at different factors, different things that impact livability, and how we evaluate, how we measure livability. Week 3, we'll be going through some environmental factors. So you can see I've tried to break up the livability factors into different topics. So we've got environmental factors such as the climate, so the weather, the temperature, rain, access to water and food. I know that's very important. Week 4, we're looking at cities, so infrastructure, housing, safety, security. Week 5, we're looking at people. So we're looking at education, employment, healthcare, culture. All of those things are livability factors that impact our quality of life. Week 6, we will introduce the dev task, which is kind of a rough draft of your CAT. And then week 7, we'll go over the CAT. And I'll talk more about that later in the term. Don't worry about that for now. For now, let's just focus on what is geography. So the world around us is made up of a range of interesting places, peoples, and cultures. The study of geography explores how all of these things are connected. So everything outside of your window is part of geography. The people, the places, the trees, the animals, everything. And they're all connected. That's what geography is about, looking at not just what's out there, but how is it all related? How is it all connected? In this unit, we will evaluate the relationship between ourselves and the environment at a local, national, and global level in the past, present, and future. Similar to history, studying the past or studying the present can help us improve the future. To improve our world, we need to develop our understanding of the features and characteristics of different cities, environments, and cultures. If we don't understand the world around us, we won't be able to participate, to interact with it, or to improve it. To interpret and evaluate this information, we rely on skills and tools such as fieldwork, so actually going out, which sounds odd during coronavirus pandemic lockdown, but going outside and doing activities. Inquiry research, so picking a question and then finding the answer to that question yourself, doing some research. And then geospatial skills, so the tool set of the geographer. That's my dog. He's very upset. He's not part of this video lecture. Now, geographical skills. So a key tool or skill in geography that we'll be looking at this term is how to use maps. A lot of people hear the word geography and their first thought is maps. It's not so much the maps, it's about what's in the maps, the people and places in the maps. You still need to be able to read those maps, so just like in English, we teach you how to read, and you read about, etc. So maps are visual representations of people and places. So you can see below, we've got lots of different types of maps of Australia. If we carefully examine and interpret the information within different types of maps, we can help improve people's lives, protect endangered species, plan future cities, and even prevent natural disasters or diseases. So the bushfires, coronavirus response, all that's been impacted by, or all that's been addressed by looking at different maps, looking at geographical data, and then responding to it. In this unit, you will develop your understanding of maps, creating maps, so you get to make some of your own, and identifying patterns and trends to use those maps effectively. Geographical knowledge. So one of the central themes of geography is connection. So again, everything outside your window is connected. So the animals are part of the environment, the trees, we are using them as humans, and then the humans have an impact on the animals and the trees. So it's all connected. This relationship between different places, peoples, cultures, and environments, each topic we examine in class is connected to the next topic. So just like geography, the geographical studies that we do in class are all connected to the next lesson. That's why it's important to stay up to date with the class content, because it'll help you in the next lesson. The different areas of study in geography can be organized into different categories. So to make things nice and easy for you, we can organize everything outside your window, everything in the world in geography, into 7 different categories. And we've got a fun little acronym to help you remember them. So space, place, interconnection, change, environment, sustainability, and scale, or spices. By improving our knowledge of these geographical concepts of spices, we can develop our understanding of where we are, so our environment, and why we are there. So what caused us to live in this specific location? It's because of these livability factors. So we'll look at spices in a bit more detail in our next lesson. But for now, just a quick little intro activity for you guys. So please complete the following activities in your digital notebook. Again, that's your history/geography notebook. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. So question 1, these 4 images on the right here, describe how each of these images on this slide connect to geography. So how does that image up there of the city of Melbourne, how does that image just below it of a forest environment, looks like a tropical forest. On the right there, we've got half a forest. Something's happened to the left side of that forest, who knows? And then we've got a map. So just one dot point, one sentence explaining how each of those images is related to geography. Question 2, just a little brainstorm. Try and brainstorm a list of terms, topics, examples, it can be types of environments, it can be places around the world, anything and everything related to geography. See if you can brainstorm 5 to 10 terms for question 2. And then question 3, use this information. So in question 1 and 2 that you've got, your responses, use that to construct your own definition of geography. No good if you just use mine from the slides. Create one of your own words. And yeah, that's all we're doing this lesson, guys. If you have any questions or concerns, can't find the resources, or you have some feedback that you want to give me from term 3 remote learning, something you want to do different this term. Again, hopefully we're not here in remote learning for the whole term, but yeah. Anything you want to tell me, please let me know. And yeah, best of luck, guys. Hope you're well, and cheers.